The main astrological events of 2022 and how they will affect us. The conjunction of Venus and Mars will make us more charming and bring good luck in love, and lunar and solar eclipses will help us reassess our priorities and change our lives dramatically. Retrograde Venus. While almost everyone has heard of Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde is not as well known, and for good reason, because it is the planet responsible for love and romance. This retrograde period lasts through January 29th, and that's when Venus is in Capricorn. We will experience bouts of self-doubt, love torment, and endless thoughts of what would have happened if I had. However, Venus retrograde has its advantages. At this time we are especially receptive to beauty, so we can achieve great success in creativity. There are original ideas that come to mind, which should definitely be applied in everyday life and at work. In short, instead of hanging out on the X page for hours on end, it's better to pursue a career or learn a new hobby. This is a great time to change for the better. Knots of destiny. Lunar nodes change their position in the zodiac once every year and a half. They mark those areas of life that become fateful for that period and set the tone for the energy that comes to us. For the past year and a half, the nodes of destiny have been on the Gemini/Sagittarius axis, so the dominant themes have been new ways of thinking, expanding personal horizons and constant change on the Gemini side, and mastering new areas, spaces, knowledge and ideas on the Sagittarius side. On January 18th, the lunar nodes will shift. The North Node, which represents what we keep to ourselves, will be in Taurus. This sign is associated with earthly pleasures, generosity, and relationship building. The South Node in Scorpio will help us in satisfying our ambitions, developing our charisma, and improving our financial situation. Mercury retrograde. In 2022, there will be 4 Mercury retrograde periods, which means there will be more chaos in our lives than usual. Communication is said to be disrupted during these periods, but that doesn't mean you have to lock yourself in your room, go nowhere, and talk to no one. Yes, you need to be careful with technology and paperwork, be wary of traffic accidents, digital scams and petty theft, and try to postpone all important conversations to the direct period. Nevertheless, this astrological phenomenon also has positive aspects. For example, referring to old cases can give unexpected results. There is a chance to bring them to a victorious end. In addition, you can make contact with people from the past, and whether this is necessary is another matter. The first Mercury retrograde period is January 14th through February 13th in Aquarius and Capricorn. Since it will coincide with Venus retrograde, don't be surprised by the sudden appearance of X's. Mercury will move backwards a second time between May 10th and June 3rd under the signs of Taurus and Gemini. Fear of anything new and, as a consequence, missed opportunities are possible. The third hard period, September 9th to October 2nd, won't be so hard anymore. The constellation Virgo will help us express ourselves clearly and to the point, and the constellation Libra will teach us to cope with difficulties with charm. And the last and final Mercury turning in Capricorn will last from December 29th to January 18th, 2023. Its main problem is lack of time, so it will be important to set the right timing. Mars and Venus conjunction. The confluence of energetic Mars and sensitive Venus is considered extremely favorable, because this is the time when our romantic aspirations are reinforced by decisive actions. Insecurities and doubts disappear as people begin to get acquainted, confess their love, and take their relationships to the next level. Career successes also await. Opportunities become visible as in the palm of one's hand. The first conjunction of these two planets will occur on February 12th in Capricorn, a thorough and active sign. On this day you can get answers to the most pressing questions. What do I want from a relationship? Am I with the right person? Where do I go professionally? The second conjunction, which falls on March 12th, will be in the constellation Aquarius, not the most stable sign, so on this day you can allow yourself to just drift with the flow. And there's nothing wrong with that. The answers are already in, the decisions have been made, so you can relax. Jupiter and Neptune conjunct. These two planets merge once every 12 years, so look for an opportunity to make a dramatic change in your life. Jupiter in astrology is considered the planet of success, generosity, and prosperity, and Neptune is considered the planet of dreaming, intuition, and fantasy. Since Jupiter has the property of expanding everything it interacts with, the energies of Neptune will be amplified many times over. Thanks to the action of the planets, you will be able to discover your spiritual side, realize your creative ambitions, and experience a kind of spiritual rebirth. Remember that those who tune into sympathy and spiritual sensitivity will be lucky over the next 12 years. The only thing is to be wary of the negative influence of Neptune, for this too can intensify. First of all, this is about withdrawal from reality, depression, and being under bad influences. Retrograde Mars. Fiery Mars influences us as much as Mercury does. This planet of strength, power, courage, and aggression increases our activity and energy to fight for achievements. Correspondingly, when Mars moves backwards, we become more passive and heavy on the upswing. Prepare from October 30th to January 12th, 2023 for apathy and loss of energy. This will apply not only to work, but also to any physical activity. There is a high probability that you will abandon the gym and settle down on the couch with a bucket of ice cream. Astrologers recommend refraining on these days from big purchases, moving to a new position, traveling long distances, and weddings. Eclipses. 4 eclipses await us in the new year: 2 private solar eclipses, April 30th and October 25th, and 2 full lunar eclipses, May 16th and November 8th. Each eclipse highlights what is really important, drawing our attention to things we didn't notice before. Solar eclipses relate to external events, while lunar eclipses relate to our inner world. The first solar eclipse will occur on April 30th in Taurus. It will encourage us to build relationships, go out into the world, fix up our homes, and monetize our talents. On October 25th, we will have a solar eclipse in Scorpio, which will be the moment of growth we have all been looking forward to. The lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 16th could lead to misunderstandings. We should try to express our feelings and thoughts as carefully as possible. Conversely, the lunar eclipse in Taurus on November 8th will be peaceful and quiet. We will concentrate on the people we love and curb our egos.